Chapter 3. In week 1, our hero had a very narrow win, going 1-0 up, and after last week's 5-0 victory, confidence was growing in our hero. Maybe he does have everything that it takes to make it to the playoffs this season. For his third battle, he was to face Litcatts' team. Being named that because Litcat did not decide not to send any info, so everyone just said it was Litcatts' team. Litcat has a strong side with some clear offensive and some clear defensive pieces. Offensively, the Mega Gallade, Darkrai, Frostlass, and pretty much Rotom Heat and Empoleon could deal big damage, just like a Terra Diancie. But on the defensive side, Among Us, Rotom Heat, Empoleon and Gliscor clearly stand out, with Indeedee being there for Psychic Terrain support for the Mega Gallade. Looking at those 9 Pokemon, our hero decided that these are the 6 most likely Pokemon to be brought to the battle, so he decided to plan accordingly for those 6 Pokemon. First up, we have Cable making its debut for the coach. Cable rocking a very interesting set with a Focus Sash, so it cannot get O-code by any move, as long as its HP was full, of course. With max special attack, Modest Nature, it will do massive damage with Volt Switch or Dazzling Gleam. But the fun part is in Gravity and Hypnosis. If Circuitry clicked Gravity, Hypnosis will have a 100% accuracy, so Circuitry would be able to put slower things like Empoleon, Diancie, Among Us, and everything that was below Cable's speed stat to sleep, and Volt Switch out of there for momentum. Cybertrunk the Iron Threads was one of those Pokemon that was hoping to make use of the Gravity being put up. If the Rotom was out there while Gravity was up, normally Iron Threads would have a very hard time dealing massive damage into that thing, but with Earthquake and Gravity up, Earthquake would instantly OHKO a Rotom Heat, with it being 4 times weak to ground type moves. Normally Levitate, but yeah, with the Gravity being up, he will be pulled down to the earth and Earthquake will hit it for 4 times effective damage. Ice Spinner is there for the Gliscor, but also to get rid of Psychic Terrain if the Indeedee was there, Knockoffs for support, and Rapid Spin to get rid of hazards. An Assault Vest because there were no Pokemon that there was no real threat of spikes, so the Assault Vest made more sense to deal or to take a hit from a offensive Rotom Heat. Bubbles the Azumarill, not the huge power set that people would normally expect from Azumarill, but a more defensive set with Thick Fat. The only offensive move is Whirlpool, not to deal damage, but to trap Pokemon in. Toxic, Perish Song and Protect are the 3 other moves. Trap a Pokemon with Whirlpool, use Perish Song, and wait for the Perish Song to end its effect and end a Pokemon, while Azumarill can switch out in time because Whirlpool is not affecting Azumarill. Icarus the Shaman Sky, pretty much just the offensive threat you normally expect. Air Slash, Seed Flare, Earth Power, but with Worry Seed. Shaman Sky has enough speed to outspeed max speed Darkrai. Only a Scarf Pokemon could outspeed Shaman Sky in this battle. Worry Seed is there because it always outspeeds the Gliscor, and If Worry Seed was used against the Gliscor, well, it was Poison Heal. Poison Heal would be taken away, and the Gliscor will take poison damage instead. Furthermore, Earth/Seed Flare for stab damage and earth power, mainly there for the Empoleon. Roaring Moon, a very defensive set with a Covert Cloak. This thing is made so the special attackers can't deal much damage into it. The Covert Cloak will ensure Scald will not burn from Empoleon, Ice Beam will not freeze, Sludge Bomb from a Darkrai will not poison, while being able to deal quite some damage with moves like Knock Off, Iron Head and Rock Slide. The final move for Roaring Moon is Roost, so it can keep itself healthy while taking hits from opposing Pokemon. And last but not least, Escavalier was brought with the terrestrializing type of water, dealing extra damage with Razor Shell, X-Scissor and Iron Head as stab moves with Close Combat, rounding out the moveset with Close Combat mainly there again for Empoleon. The Expert Belt was held, so every time he would hit super effectively, Expert Belt will give 20% more damage from that move. So these are the 6 Pokemon that our hero is going to bring to his week 3 battle. Let's see how things go in the battle. So here we are with Litcatts, and I think I got the team exactly right immediately, so that's great. Terra Fairy on the Diancie. So, okay, not sure if that is deliberate or a little bit of an insight thingy from them, but I have a dedicated cable lead to see if I can, have fun with that. Yeah, is there anything else I would like to lead? No, not really actually. So we started with Cable, the Circuitry, and into a Rotom Heat. Let's see again with Circuitry how much he will take from Heat. Rotom. Decent damage. I'm just going for Gravity. And we can see how much damage Rotom will do against me. And yeah. It's nice to have fun with Circuitry, not gonna lie. Maybe he's just going to Volt Switch out in case I outspeed. Choice Specs. Brother, you're giving me specs? Okay, that's a choice. Specs? Okay, so I am switching out into Cybertrunk, and I need to remember that I have Spec Circuitry now. But my Gravity Hypnosis plan works, and I know now Rotom has not enough speed investment to outspeed me. So no speed is likely. Or at least very little. So I know Threats is going to outspeed. Gravity is up. I'm not going to kill him if he stays in. He does not. Okay. That's unfortunate, but Gliscor is out. I can Ice Spinner it pretty freely. I can knock it off, but knock off isn't really all that beneficial to me. Ice Spinner, I guess. Big damage. Stealth Rocks, that's fine. And Ice Spinner did 65-ish, so probably max physical defense. If I had to guess, he's switching out into Rotom because Rotom will take the Ice Spinner, or it's Yeah, anything that's gonna take the Ice Spinner doesn't like taking the Earthquake, so I think I'm going for Earthquake. Let's go! The tech worked. I don't need to click Gravity anymore because I mainly brought that stuff for the Rotom Heat. So I'm clicking Rapid Spin, get rid of these Stealth Rocks, and probably get rid of Rotom as well. This is hype. Not gonna lie, I really love that play. And I think I already know what my thumbnail is gonna be now, because it actually worked. Oh my god, it worked. Yep. And with that I also outspeed everything, so except Scarf Darkrai, but I'm not really scared of Scarf Darkrai. Diancie, he is Terra Fairy, right? Yeah, so not gonna be surprised if they are going to immediately click Terrestrialization. What can a regular ass Diancie do to me? Body Press. If Max Fist Death is going to hurt, but I think I don't mind one Body Press if I can get a knockoff off. 9%. Weakness Policy. Trick Room. Okay. 94. 94, yeah, okay, so we are same speed. Knockoff did 9%, so this is probably something like a physical defensive set, because Terra Fairy is not gonna do anything to that damage output. How much is he doing to Azumarill? And with something like Moonblast, that's fine. Could also go out into Escavalier if he has Mystical Fire. That's gonna hurt. I'm going to keep threats, of course. I think going out into Azu to scout damage. Oh, I made the right call, thank god. 6% clean into Azumarill. So yeah, this is uninvested for sure. I'm gonna lock something in here. I don't mind my special attack being lowered because I'm not here to do damage. I'm here to trap. And trapping you, I will. So, Trick Room, Mystical Fire, Diamond Storm, 32. That's fine. Oh wait, I need to get rid of Rotom from the layout. Oh my god. I always keep forgetting those things, so yeah. Smarty Pants me, double defense. I don't care, because you are now Perish Trapped. I'm protecting, and you cannot do anything to stop me. I think he is minus speed. And I mean, I can always try to double protect, right? Because either I click something, I do a little bit damage and I take damage, or I have a chance to not take damage, so I'm double protecting. See if it works. Oh, I get it. Good. I know his full set now, Mystical Fire, Diamond Storm, Draining Kiss, and I'm going to switch out and let this thing die now. Out into Cybertrunks we go, and we can probably get rid of this Diancie from the layout as well. Sets up Trick Room again and dies. Good. Good. Means Empoleon is a bit scary if it's defensive, but everything else is not looking great in Trick Room, so I don't think I agree with clicking Trick Room here, but I mean, I guess it is what it is, right? Maybe he has a plan. Darkrai and Iron Valiant. Darkrai and Mega Gallade are not going to enjoy staying in Trick Room, especially with Cybertrunks being slower than those two. Gliscor, if it's defensive, it's okay against Cybertrunk, but depending on the set, he doesn't want to switch in because of the Ice Spinner that I have, because we know for certain it will kill, but he is coming out, so I'm clicking Ice Spinner again. And I feel like he now has to play out under his own Trick Room. He can get his Stealth Rocks up, of course. That's definitely a possibility here. He U-turns, that's of course fine. Empoleon, fine. How much damage does Empoleon do to threats? I reckon it's quite a bit. 4% from the Ice Spinner. That's of course double resisted, so I wouldn't be surprised if he is... No, he's physical defensive, okay. So Icarus is just blowing this thing out of the water, I guess. Bold Nature, Surf is doing quite a bit. I mean, I don't have to make... Yep. Big damage. He did 72. Huh. So more like this. I did 72 with Earthquake. So something like this, I guess. Yeah, probably got a low roll there. Lefty's Empoleon. We have 2 turns left in Trick Room. I can go into Roaring Moon. If he is Ice Beam Empoleon, he doesn't do all that much into me. Yep, Surf 13%. So a little bit more, probably modest. And I'm clicking Knockoff here. There are 2 Pokemon that don't mind switching in here, being Gallade and Gliscor. Because both of them don't mind their items being taken away from them. Vacuum Wave 23, okay. Oof. Yeah, I'm clicking Knockoff again. And hopefully take out this Empoleon. There's no way he's gonna switch out into something like Darkrai now, right? I mean, crit Vacuum Wave isn't doing all that much. Vacuum Wave, crit 22.9, yeah, so a regular one does do 17% max, so yeah, not all that worried. 15 could have roosted. Might have been the better play here. So now probably Mega Gallade comes in. Mega Gallade. And a Cavalier doesn't like it. Threats doesn't like it. Yeah, I have to go into Azumarill. Huh. That's an odd choice, but I'll take it. We go into Shaman. Great. We established that Gliscor was more of a physical defensive Pokemon because of the Ice Spinner damage earlier. That was 65%, so from the threats, 65. So yeah, this Shaman Sky, Seed Flare should take it out. And even Mega Galley doesn't like switching in here, so yep, that's gone as well. I feel like I'm playing very clinical now. Mega Gallade, Air Slash, yes. If he is Ice Punch, I live because of Yachi, so let's see. Triple Axel, okay. Yeah, then I'm dead. Then I'm definitely dead. Oh god. Yeah. I did not think of Triple Axel in the slightest. Dear god. That's 61%. I don't think he can kill Azumarill. No. Azumarill at 61. 2 shots with Zen Headbutts. Yeah, I can get the kill there. With Whirlpool and Protect, I can kill it. For sure. Because now I'm gonna click Protect. And he cannot do anything about the Whirlpool kill here, so yeah. And then it's Darkrai against 5. I'm protecting, Sacred Sword, and you are dead. You are a dead Gallade. Darkrai. Yeah, he needs to run Sludge Bomb. Not sure if he gets it. I'm clicking Power Song. If he has Sludge Bomb, we'll see. Okay, cool, we win. Kind of easy that way, right? Psychic. I'm going into Moon because he cannot switch out. And this should be a 5-0, I guess. Not sure what item he is, of course. Psychic. What's he running Psychic for? Huh. Interesting. Willow. That's fine again. I'm not here to do damage, I'm here to stall out your Paris Trap, your Paris Count. I am very special defensive, so you cannot touch me. And yeah, that's game. Maybe it's with a crit he can get it down to 4-0, but 5-0 should be my result here. Yes. And that's it. GG's to Litcatts. Very strong game from my side, I have to say. I feel like I went a little bit gimmicky with Paris Trap, Azumarill, and the Gravity Hypnosis from Circuitry. And of course special defense of Roaring Moon. That came in clutch actually, because it stalled out the Darkrai, it took out the Empoleon. Yeah. So again, GG's to Litcatts. We go 3-0 with a +11 differential, which is pretty mind-blowing, honestly. Yeah, +8 and yeah, I got 18 kills and 7 deaths. So yeah, great game. Again, GG's to Litcatts, and I hope to see you all next week for Chapter 4. See you then. Bye.